Here was good, ladies and gentlemen. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone's having a great day, a great week. Nonetheless, I want to bring the main topic, or at least one of the main topics today. And I want to just jump right into it because it's like this is a topic that is discussed a lot, but should be discussed more than the whole technical aspect of what trading actually is. And that topic for today is going to be none other than the psychology of Forex trading. Okay. Now, this is going to basically be dealing with how to deal with like your emotions when trading. That's it. Okay. So, the first thing I want to tackle is basically like the psychological like challenges that most like traders are faced when it comes to like trading psychology. Like the most common ones are the ones that like are revolving around money. Like that's it. Money is, as they say, the root of all evil, right? But aside from that, it's not just like the revolving around money. It's the whole point of like, oh, when I sit there and I gotta like place a trade, now my emotions are going all out of whack. It's not the same when you're trading on like your live account and your demo account. On your demo account, subconsciously, you don't really care. You don't really care. Like there's no cares to be given when things like that happen. Like when you're worrying about this or that or blah, none of that, right? So that's the whole thing. So with the money, when it's live and it's your actual money, that's different. Now with that, now you're like, yo, I need to like make sure that, you know, everything is good and things like that. And like the setups is right, the entries is right, the risk management is right, things like that. And sometimes it just doesn't pan out because your emotions start to kick in. When you're on demo, you know, you do good and all that because it's like, whatever, you know, I'm trading with $100,000 account. If I blow 10 grand, I can probably get lucky on my next trade and make 20 grand and be good. You know what I mean? But when you're on a live account, you ain't possibly gonna have, most likely, you're not gonna have 100K just sitting around. You're gonna end up being with like $100, $200, $500, $50, $1,000, maybe $2,000 at best. But then because the money is lower, the capital is lower, then your emotions start to creep in when you start, you know, chipping away at that $1,000, $500, $200, $100, you know, $50. You start chipping away at that. Now it's like, oh my God, what am I gonna do? Like now you get all scared. You know what I'm saying? So that's like the typical thing that happens when you factor in like those type of challenges when it comes to like trading, right? So the fear of not having your live account like growing, it's like when you're just sitting there and watching the account just do what it wants to do against your plan, right? So the whole purpose of like the challenges that you need to have within trading is primarily winning the fight against yourself, winning the psychology against yourself. Like in the market, it's not really you versus the market. At first, it starts like that because you don't know how to trade. You don't know how, like what to trade. But once you understand those two things, then it's like really like how. You know what I'm saying? Like you really need to learn how to trade, like and what to trade at the same time. So like how to trade is, you know, what to trade is your plan. How to trade is how it sets to do it. See what I'm saying? So that's a nugget right there. Like you need to learn what to trade and then how to trade it. And it needs to go in order. You can't skip over something. If there's anything that needs to be like overlooked or like sidestepped or whatever, it needs to be a rule for that. So again, the common challenges that traders face isn't just only about the whole money factor, but it's like the trust factor. So trusting yourself within like a setup or trusting yourself with the amount of capital you have, it's basically like life or death because you need to be able to follow your plan to the T and then do that every single day, every single week. Because when you have a great week, you're like, man, I followed my plan, I feel good, nothing can stop me, boom, 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 boom. But then when you start going through the drawdown, and you start getting red, and you start like, you know, now it's like, oh man, I gotta make this money back. I gotta make, and then you start looking for things within your plan sometimes that just hinder you and mess you up. Now you're like, damn. And then it don't really hit you until like it's Friday and it's 5 p.m. The markets are closing. You're like, so what I do this week? Okay, yeah, I remember this one. I didn't follow my plan. I didn't. And then you really start kicking yourself in the butt. And then you're like, damn. Two things can happen out of that. One, you can master your psychology and be like, you know what, I'm gonna come back next week. I'm gonna kill it, and it's gonna be good. Or you're gonna end up being like, you know what, I'm just trash my strategy. I'm gonna go to another one. You're gonna continue the same cycle over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So those are one of the like common core psychological challenges that traders have. It revolves around the money. It's all revolving around the money. Like it's all about, oh, I gotta flip this $100 to 1,000 or this 1,000 to 10,000 or da da da. Like if you want to take that part of the money out, right? You need to learn the proper way to, you know, pursue risk management, how to apply and implement like the risk management like into your strategy correctly, and then stick with it like wholeheartedly, like just stick with it. Simple as that. Now, since we're talking about money, I'll tap into like the whole the whole thing of like greed and then fear and stuff like that, and I'll throw in like a strategy in here, right? So with greed, that's all about like either leaving money on the table, right? Where that's like your stop loss, like the momentum in the market is heavy. Like let's say you just get in and then boom, the market, like you're in on a buy, right? And the market goes up, boom, it's flying, and it's almost about to hit your stop, your TP. But then you say, man, I'm at a 1 to 3 right now. I can move this like a 1 to 4 and I can get an extra percent, or move it to 1 to 5 and get like half of 10%. And then you move it up to 4 or 5%, but then it really only goes up to your 3%, and then it just reverses from there. And now you're like, damn. Now you're saying that like 2% or maybe 1.5%, or maybe it comes back right to your entry, or maybe even stops you out. Now you're like, damn, I could have taken this 1 to 3. I would have been good. I would have been chilling. I didn't have to worry about it. Everything would have been good. Blah, 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 blah. Now, again, psychological warfare in your mind. Now you're starting to like trip out. Your strategy should already have that in play. All right, my TP is gonna be 1 to 3, boom, or 1 to 2, or 1 to 4, whatever the case is, boom. I'm gonna go for that and stick to it. Stick to it. Do not make it subjective. Make it permanent. Make it solid. There's a term called hard TP and hard stop loss. Hard TP basically means that I'm gonna have my hard TP where it's at because it needs to be there, and that's it. I'm not moving it regardless of what the market is doing. I'm gonna leave it there. Excuse me. Same thing with the stop loss. The worst thing a trader can do is to basically have that stop loss, and then because the market starts coming down there in drawdown, move it downward. Like if they're buying, move it downward, and then it comes down low, closer to the stop loss, move it down again. Don't do that. If you're gonna get stopped out, get stopped out. Commit to the stop loss. Commit to the TP. Commit. Now, aside from that, right? When you're having that greed where you're like, man, I've had a great day or a great few days or a great week, and now I want to get more. Don't sit there and think you're the almighty. Don't sit there. You're not the almighty wolf of trading. You're not. Just stop. Just take your plan, read it, follow it, and just continue going. There should be zero emotion when you're trading, number one. Number two, the greed that you're experiencing is either from the lack of capital or the confidence of extra capital. That's it. That's all it is. It's either the lack of capital or the excess capital that you obtained during this week, this month, this day, whatever the case is. That's all that is. You know what I'm saying? Now, fear, right? Fear. The fear factor comes basically from throwing capital into an account being your last, or having that capital in there, and then because you took it out of something else, right, you went off and wanted to flip it or build it or whatever the case is, and then like now like it's chipping away and you're in drawdown because like so your psychology is all messed up, and then now like you're like, oh man, I can't lose this $200, I can't lose this $500, blah 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 blah, and now that fear is seeping in, and then that fear can sometimes even trigger the greed. So you got to be very, very cautious with that fear, because that fear, it's a hell of a doozy. It's a hell of a doozy, like a real big hell of a doozy when you get into that. So be very careful, because that right there is no joke, especially when like you're trying to like grow an account and you're really trying to be very, very like on the money with the trading plan and the risk management. No pun intended. But still, you want to make sure that you got that like full-fledged precision in your trades and your and execution on your trading plan. So one of the strategies that I use for greed is like if I hit my TP for the week and I have like a goal or something like that, like let's say like if I'm reaching like, okay, cool, I want to make like at minimum 10% a month or 8% a month or whatever, then I'll risk, if I hit a 2% for the week, I'm done. I'm done. I'm going to mark my charts off, and then if I get a good clean setup for the next week, I'll trade that. That's it. You don't need to make like crazy money just to be on top. You don't. You know what I'm saying? You need to have that plan to give you that over time. Trading is a long-term game. It's not a short-term game, right? So when you have that greed and you feel like the greed is going to trigger the over trading, right? What you want to do is limit yourself to a few trades per day, maybe 2, maybe 3. Maybe you win one and you're done. Maybe you lose one and you try again. And then when you try again, you win that one, you stop. That's it. But maybe you win one and then you lose another one and then you stop. See? Keep yourself in a rules-based manner so like that, if that happens, you're okay. Simple. Clear as day. That's it. Boom. Now, with that being said, fear will bring on unnecessary bad behavior in and outside the markets. You will end up being upset because the fear got you in the markets, and it will trigger everything else outside. The way you act outside the markets is the same exact way you're going to act inside the markets. And guess what? It works both ways. The way you act inside of the markets is the way it's going to be outside. The way it's going to be outside is the way you're going to act inside. Both are a two-way street. So you have to be very, very responsible with the fear factor, because it's going to automatically get triggered, especially during those times of worry, those times where your thoughts are racing, those times where like, some things like just a wrench is thrown in your plans, and it could be a little wrench. It don't even matter. It don't even need to be a big size wrench. It could be a little wrench. It just bing, and that's it. You're done. You're Super Mario and Donkey Kong. It's bad. So don't do that. Don't put yourself in that position to be like, damn, I can't get this going. I can't do this. I can't do that. Nah, don't do that. So understand that your sole job is to automatically like put yourself in a position to not feel those types of worries. Now with the fear factor, right? The fear factor, if you feel that you lost the trade and now you're worried about the money you lost, step away for an hour or two. But then when you're stepping away, read your plan and assess yourself. Assess yourself, not the trade, yourself. Assess yourself. Man, I just lost this trade. I feel like crap because I didn't follow my plan. Damn, I should really like just focus on what I'm doing based on my plan and not deviate from it. And I really need to keep my composure while I'm in the trade and not look at the charts as often. That's it. Again, make sure that, and that's the end of it. Make sure when you're looking at the charts after you're in a trade, that is just a monitoring phase. It's not, oh, I'm gonna look for another entry. Unless you're scaling in, I get it. But if you're not looking to scale in, this is your only trade or whatever, then don't look to like add more to a losing trade. Don't ever add more to a losing trade. You should only be adding more to a winning trade. That's it. All right. So that's basically like the strategies that I have like for like the whole fear and greed thing. Like that's it. Now with the psychology, right? Psychology you need to acquire two things, or at least bring two things when you're like going to be like a real trader and like really have like the career and really like go forward, right? You need two things. One is being in complete emotional control. Now with the emotional control, that needs to bring one, the ability to have patience, one, and two, the other ability to have strong discipline. That's it. So you need to be disciplined on having patience, and you need to be patient with your discipline to make sure you follow through to whatever your plan says, regardless on how slow the market moves sometimes. You need to be disciplined to do that. You can't just, oh man, it's doing this on this lower time frame, like 5 minutes, and now it's just breaking. No, leave that alone. Just let your trade do what it got to do. If you already back tested your trade and you know that your entry is on like a 15-minute time frame, and then you're entering on a 15-minute time frame, but then you're on the 1 minute when you're actually trading, and then now it's like breaking structure or whatever the case is, and now you're getting out, but then like if you would have waited on the M15 minute and watching it there, and it would have just went to its TP, you would have been good. Don't make it worse than what it actually is, because that's your mind playing with you. That's your mind playing with you. Be disciplined in your strategy. Be disciplined with your emotional control. Your emotional control is going to factor in a lot. Every time you get in a trade, it's going to factor in. So expect it. You cannot go around it. Discipline, same thing. Now, here's a little side step around the emotional control. Make your trading plan as systematic as possible, so there is no subjectivity in the plan, thus not giving you any type of thinking space in your mind. So there's no, oh man, well, it did this on this time frame, no. From the moment that you analyze, what time frames are you trading? From the moment that you enter, what entry is your time frame on, and only your entry time frame. That's it. Boom. What happens after you enter? How are you monitoring it? How are you gonna cut losses if you need to? How are you gonna like go ahead and do your trade management as the trade is progressing in your favor? These are things that you need to automatically have and automatically like think of when you're doing these type of things, and this needs to be in your trading plan, so there leaves no loop or no what's what I'm looking for, like no type of like hiccup, no type of like crack in your trading plan to for a thought to seep in to jeopardize you. You don't want that. So automatically keep that in the best knowledge up front, so you like understand you can just control that. You know what I'm saying? So when you do that, the next thing is just basically like keeping the disciplines alive every time you trade. So when you get on the charts, right, and let's say it's Friday, you marked up your charts, you set your alerts, you're good, chilling, boom, boom, boom. Now here comes Sunday or Monday. Now your alerts get triggered and you jump right on the charts, boom, and now you're like, oh yeah, I remember I was looking for buys here. Oh look, there's a buying signal, boom, let me get in. No. Before you get in the market, you should be reading your plan. Read your plan, and then and then this is the thing you gotta tell yourself. Okay, I read my plan, and my plan says I need to get this or this or this or this or this or this before I enter. Do I have this and this and this and this and this? Yes. Cool, you enter. Yes. No. Okay, I gotta wait. And that's it. Waiting will bring you the most profit. I promise you. This is why they say patience is key, right? But guess what patience is? Waiting. That's what patience is. Waiting. If you can learn to wait, aka be patient, you will make more money than actually just jumping in and just saying, yo, it's going down, oh, I'm missing a trade, I'm gonna get in, and then as soon as you get in, it starts to reverse, because now you're tracing on lower time frames too, and now you're like screwed, and now you're in drawdown, and now that you might get stopped out, you might end up losing the trade anyway. Don't do that. Don't do that. Be patient. Be disciplined with your patience. So like that, when you're disciplined with your patience, you automatically develop the correct emotional control within yourself, within your mind, and even in your plan. So like that, your plan automatically gets followed the right way every single time. And another thing that I would suggest is record yourself. Record your thoughts. Like even how I'm doing like this, right? Like this could be an audio, but this could be towards yourself. Do something that's going to automatically benefit your mindset, right? At the same time, do something that's going to automatically help you become better. Like video yourself during the trade, or even after his stop loss, his TP, run it through. So like that, you have that data to show yourself at on a Friday when there's no markets is closed, your brain gets to relax. You automatically get to say, there's nothing I can do on TradingView or on the charts because everything is done. That's it. Now you get to just say, I'm done. I ain't got to worry about nothing. I can just video the trades that I took, the bad ones, the good ones, and then like itemize both of them on like what you did that was good, what you did that was bad, what happened, and things like that. There's gonna be times where you followed your whole plan to the T and your stop loss got hit. It happens. It's okay. Just move on to the next one. Good job. Good job. All right. That's it. So, that's basically like a mindset technique that I go through. You know what I mean? Like the whole talking to myself, videoing my thought process to get it out there. Because, believe it or not, your head can't hold all of that. You're going to walk around like a bobblehead. Like, don't do that. Just talk everything out, put everything out, whether it be on paper, even have a journal, right? It's good to have a journal that's like based off like data, like your entries, your strategies, but then it's also great to have like a performance journal, something that's gonna be like a book, right? Like if you want to write it out, write a book. Just journal it. All right, cool. Boom. Today's trade. Oh, boom, 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 boom. You don't gotta write everything of the trade. Like you don't need to write everything of the trade. Okay. When you place your trade has an ID. Put the ID in where the date is. Just put the date of today's date, and then put trade number, boom, 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 boom. That's it. So when you go back to that trade, right, on your trading platform or whatever, or your, like if you keep a spreadsheet, boom, right there, boom, you got it already. All you got to do is just basically open that trade up and then bang, right there, is there. Boom. Same thing with your performance journal. It's right there. Now you can automatically put that and say, okay, cool. So this trade, I was feeling like this. This happened with this trade. Got it. Cool. No doubt. And that's it. And then you keep it pushing. You keep it pushing. And that's how you do it. Because a lot of times people will be like, oh, yeah, well, this is the trade where I got in at XYZ, price. Okay, but sometimes you can get an XYZ price. And then you can go ahead and, like, get in another time. Like, let's say you got stopped out. But then now your next entry, it came at that same price. Now you get in again at that same price. Now how do you know which trade is which? You know what I'm saying? Like, unless you're gonna write the time, like, hey, whatever. But listen, like, just because every trade has its own ID. Every trade has its own like number, like entry number, like login number. That's it. So yeah, but just be mindful of these type of things, because a lot of traders, they don't focus on these type of psychological challenges that they occur, and then it gets really, really bad for them. And then you really want to just beat it, like, yo, listen, I need to snap the hell out of it, and I need to like work. I need to get my mind right. I need to go ahead and get this money, because if I really want this money, I'm gonna work on me, because the charts is good. The charts is Gucci. I know how to predict the chart, whatever, but I need to follow my plan until it hit TP. I need to hold my trades longer so they can hit TP and not just be up a few bucks and then get out. That's fear. Stop. Stop that. For real. Oh man, like I got these measly $200. I'm about to flip this to 4 and then flip it to 8 and then flip it to 1,600. Chill. Take it easy. Just chill. Just chill. You got 20 days in a whole month. Chill. Learn how to be consistent and then work it up. Because once you understand the plan, once you know how to trade, and once you know how to do what you do, yo, the money don't even matter. The money don't even matter. Like, that real, the money don't even matter. And I know there's going to be traders like, oh, the money do matter. No, it don't. No, it don't. Because it doesn't matter if you got $1,000, $10,000, or $10. As long as you know your strategy and you know you can build the XYZ, yo, you're good. You know how many times I have, like, traders tell me, yo, I just blew $1,000 and it was rent money. Now I'm depressed. But then I got traders that be like, yo, I just put $20 in the account. I just flipped it to freaking 100, and I took my 20 out. Actually, I took 40 out, and now I'm chilling with 60, and I'll flip the 60 now to 240. Like, it happens. It happens. This is the reason why we love what we do. We can put in a lot to get we can put in a little to get a lot, instead of putting a lot to get a little, and then be like, damn, like I suck now. You see what I'm saying? This is the bad part about it. This is the bad part about it. But you gotta go through these type of tribulations and then like tell yourself that you need to keep a clear mind. So that's it. So yeah. But again, your mindset needs to be clear in and out of the markets, so you're not jeopardizing your mental space. All right. Again, another thing too. If your room is dirty, clean your room up. Damn it. Like, if your car is dirty, clean your car up when you're going out. Don't like a cluttered space is a cluttered mind. Clean it up. At least clean it up to the point where like, you're like at least somewhat picked up, and just do that. You know what I'm saying? I promise you'll feel better about it, especially doing it on a Friday. Do it on a Friday. So after you're done cleaning up, and then you go ahead and shower, and then like you get to your computer either that evening or the next day, you can be like, man, look how clean it looks, man. Oh man, look, everything look proper, look like fit. Cool. That's it. So anyway, I think this is over like 20 minutes, so I'm gonna just leave it leave it alone. Like, this is very informative. But anyway, I'll holler at y'all. Y'all stay chilling, y'all stay good. Again, please tell me what you think. Is there anything that maybe I need to cover on a part 2? Let me know. Let me know down below in the comments. Please like, subscribe, share, and let me know. Let me know. And then we'll go from there. Oh, another thing. Psychological challenge. Again, another one. My bad. I just thought about this. Don't let anybody influence you on anything that deals with your trading account. Don't let anybody influence you, because you're going to have outside forces that are going to influence you. Oh, you should get a job. Oh, you should get a real education. You should ignore all that. Now, I'm not telling you quit school or anything. I'm saying ignore what other people have to say based on your career, your dreams, your chasing. That's it. Because just because they can't do it doesn't mean you shouldn't. Simple. And yes, trading isn't for everyone. But when you have a dream, you should chase it. And you shouldn't let anybody hold you back from it. If they do, they're not really there to support you. They might be like, oh yeah, I'm just telling you the real. But you're not telling me the real, because the real is what I see fit, and this is what I want to do. You got to support me on that. If not, then we can't vibe on this type of subject anymore. And we got to push it. That's it. And then what happens is, when you do make it, they're going to be the ones to be like, damn, I told him to quit. Now he making it. Now I feel salty because he should have never made it, because I should have been good and he should have not been good. Like, you know what I mean? Things like that. So that's it. So with that being said, again, comment down below, if there's anything that y'all feel I should touch on a part 2. And then just let me know what y'all think is a challenge that you face now. Maybe I'll touch up on that, even in the comments. Let me know what's some challenges you face. What's something you've gone through? What's a challenge that maybe brought you closer to consistency, right? To be more profitable. What's a challenge that has helped you like become not even a better profitable trader, but even a better person at that? Let me know in the comments. So again, deuces. Please subscribe, turn the notification bell on, please. Comment as I said, and like and share this with somebody. Share this on YouTube. Share this on Facebook. Again, my handles are gonna be in the description. Follow me, tag me, and shoot me a message. Sometimes I do get some bogus pages. So again, shoot me a message like, yo, Nell, I follow your YouTube channel. I'm a subscriber. Hey, bro, I appreciate a like and follow. Bah, 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 bah. I'm good with that. You know what I mean? I'm good with that. You know what I mean? But let me know so I know it's not a weird page and nothing like that. Because there be some weirdos out there. But anyway, yeah. So, y'all have a good one. God bless. Peace. Deuces.